Today I want to go over a few quick formatting tips that'll make your dashboards easy to read, understand, and interpret. So this is a good report. It breaks down tasks that are open, and the open is designated by the blue bars, and completed, which is designated by the orange bars, and it breaks it down by region: Europe, Latin America, North America. It has drill down enabled to allow you to go into EMEA, look at those by country, and then by country by responsible person. So we've got a good starting report. It's functional. We just want to make it visually easy to read and interpret. So the first thing I noticed is that these headers are pretty small. I would like to see the actual number here instead of having to hover over to see the 240. I would like to see a data label, and I don't want to see it rounded to thousands. So the first thing that I'll do is I'll go over on the visual to the paintbrush to format it. I'm going to take the x-axis off, and for some reason that doesn't take the title off, so I'll take the title off as well. And then what I want to do is go down to these data labels, enable them. Now you can see I've got some numbers here. They're small and hard to read, and they're still rounded to the nearest 0.1 thousand. So I'm going to drill into the details here. On the values section, I'm going to bump it up to size 14, much easier to read. And then on the display units, it defaults to auto, and Power BI picks what rounding it believes is most appropriate. I'm going to set it to none, which will give me a whole number. And that's a big improvement, but I would like to see that comma separator for the thousands. To do that, it's not in here. I actually have to go to the underlying data, and that is a sum of the open count field and the completed count field. So I'll select the field, give it that comma separator, select the other field, comma separator there too, go back to my visuals, and now we can see that comma separator pop in. So from here, I will just breeze through. On the y-axis here, I want to bump those values up. And then the title, the region, I'll bump that up a little bit even more. So now that's a lot easier to read. On the legend, I'll just go ahead. I'll put the legend at the bottom center, and then I'll bump it up. And the last thing I'll do is I'll play around with this title here. That's the default that Power BI comes up with, sum of open count and sum of completed count by region, which is exactly what this chart is doing. I'm going to change it to monthly task status report. So in the format section, we were on visual. I'll head over to that general tab. Here's the title, and the text, I'll replace it with monthly task status report. And I'll bump the size up there and center it. So a couple of simple tweaks there that makes this report much easier to read. It still drills down just the same way. It's just a lot easier to interpret this report now.